see.
Well, good morning. Obviously, our helicopter tour was cut short this morning because of the weather, but frankly, the only ground tour that we saw here in eastern North Carolina is pretty significant. We went to some poultry houses that were inundated with water, and the commissioner and his team have a great strategy for helping to clean those houses out in an environmentally friendly way using chips and wood chips and sawdust to help absorb the moisture so it can be composted in an environmentally friendly way and a public health way to resolve this issue. So we're glad to be here. Sorry under the circumstances. I appreciate Congressman Rouzer being here in his district, and it's important. I guess what you're struck by while we read about these things, and you can read about it, but when you drive by these communities and see people cleaning out the houses, having been flooded, and frankly, hear the smell of the crops they're rotting, it's pretty impactful. So the USDA, we want to do everything we can in partnership with the commissioner, with the governor, and with Congress in order to make the cleanup and the restoration as hopefully and helpful as possible to the citizens here in eastern North Carolina.
So what role do you see your department playing in this recovery?
Well, interestingly, USDA is very impactful. It's got many areas. Congressman Rouzer this morning was talking about rural development. He's very familiar with rural development, and that's an area from housing and from rural utility services. These water treatment plants, our natural resource conservation service has a real impact with communities trying to clean out all the waterways and the streams and the tributaries with the wood debris and other kinds of debris that gets into those, helping them, as well as farmers with the EQIP program, helping them to restore much of the flood damage in their fields and others that happen. Our food safety inspection service, and inspecting our poultry and hogs and turkey processing plants for food safety is important. And certainly even our nutrition service has been on the ground here helping with food distribution from the very beginning. You know that our Forest Service was pre-positioned here early on for debris removal. They've done a great job. I want to again mention the fact that the interagency cooperation between FEMA and the state and all the federal agencies has been tremendous in this way, and our hearts go out to the people who are hurting, and that's why the great thing about people from all over other states coming in, people helping people, is what it's all about. Local people, the local responders are the first on the scenes, and then the state comes in, and in the end, the federal government wants to be there to support the efforts that people are helping one another with.
What you guys are going to be handing out these, I think,
Yes.
phone numbers and stuff on it. What do these farmers need to do that are affected by this?
First of all, they need to contact their Farm Service Agency Center in their area, whether it's their county or their region. There are programs already on the books that Congressman Rouzer and his colleagues have passed under the Farm Bill to give things like livestock indemnity program. The commissioner and his staff have an area for this these chips to come in and help in restoring and cleaning out the chicken houses. So together, we've got different programs, emergency programs. Those are loan programs and other types of programs with the Farm Service Agency. So those are the little cards that I hope you all will publicize where farmers can call the FSA office. Farmers are pretty independent. They don't like a lot of gifts, but we want to be helpful to them. And when they've been damaged like this, many of them 3 out of 4 years, and frankly, it's tough on the farm community here now. So we want to be helpful to them. That's why Congress gives the USDA the money to make sure they're allocated in the right way to our farm community.
And I'm Congressman David Rouzer. I represent the 7th Congressional District, basically all of southeastern North Carolina. And I just want to thank the Secretary for coming. He has great care and concern for all of our farm families and our rural communities. And of course, the President was with us just the other day. He was also heavily engaged in all aspects of this recovery effort. In fact, I've heard from a number of the President's cabinet over the past week. So this really is a team effort all across the board. Commissioner Troxler has been doing an incredible job. Of course, he is no stranger to our farm families in our rural areas in southeastern North Carolina and well all over the state, quite frankly. And I've got 8 of my 9 counties were completely, totally underwater, basically. Duplin County, if you flew over this county just a few days ago, 5 days ago, it looked like a lake with a few islands interspersed. And so, Mr. Secretary, I just really want to commend you and your team for all your efforts. Of course, you got the FSA offices here. You got a great rural development presence here through USDA, and Bob Chandler and his team that do such great work. And USDA is really going to be one of the chief agencies that is going to help to shepherd a lot of the assistance that Congress approves, for this area. And so it's just really a great honor to have the Secretary here. He's totally, completely committed and just has a real heart for rural America and our farm families. And Mr. Secretary, we just really appreciate that.
Commissioner Troxler, I know you were hoping to show the Secretary several farms, and because of the weather conditions, that wasn't possible. How disappointing is that? Because seeing is with your own eyes is powerful.
Well, we talked about that. Although the helicopter tour got canceled, it probably was better that we did it this way. We've got picture after picture after picture of what the area looked like when it was underwater. We were able to be on the ground. We saw the soybeans that had been underwater. We went visited a poultry farm that had been flooded. So, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. I think maybe laying your own eyes on this from the ground is invaluable.
I think a smell is worth 1,000 words. We got the opportunity to let the windows down and actually smell the crops that have been underwater and the damage and the water receding there. So the driving tour was very, very impactful. Get on the ground at the chicken and poultry houses and actually see what the challenges is of bringing that litter back out. We were fortunately at houses where the chickens had been marketed the week before, fortunately, but there are some, as you know, that need to be composted. And that's what the commissioner and his team are working very closely with, getting those done very environmentally friendly way, as well as a public health way, and keeping it out of the landfills.
Anyone else? Thank y'all.
Okay. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.